Michael Stadeye will go to the line. First free throw from Stadeye missed. Again, if you're just tuning in, we just got this one going. 7:37 to go in the first period. At halftime, we're going to be talking with athletic director and assistant principal Brad Harper. Going to update us on what's happening around other sports. As free throw made on the second one by Stadeye, and it's 1-0 in favor of the Trojans. Now the Cats with it. Alex Inman. We're seeing no rush here early. Inman trying to drive, almost slipped as he drives, layup, goes in. As he went up over his defender, Cats lead 2-1. Good move there. Cats trying to put some pressure on. They get it to McConley. That's Samuel. Now he dishes it off underneath. Stadeye layup, got it. 3-2. John Battle with the lead. Now see what the Cats do. They're looking to push the other way. They get it to Strong. Strong out near the top of the key as he'll settle it back down. Now Austin. Coach Rasnick calling a play here. Austin up at the top, trying to dribble off a screen. Doesn't really come set, though, the screen doesn't, so they'll go back up. Now Wynn sets a little bit of a motion for Inman.
But I do like to see this. I mean, it's like when we do set up plays like this and try to find an open look, we're very successful with it.
Inman goes up, rattles out, nearly got the offensive board as Clifton almost had it, but now here comes Stadeye the other way. Turnover. Clifton forces it. Now Inman in transition, driving. No contact, but he makes the layup with the left hand. Thought we might get a cheap one there on Doug Logan, but he was able to stay away. Cats lead 4-3 here in the early going. We just hit about 2 minutes into this ball game. They get it inside on the block. Drive Goins goes in, gives a pass off, and it's a miss by Logan inside. Clifton comes down with the board. Gavin Austin in transition, had it stolen away. Goins in transition other way. Johnny Wynn steals it, knocks it out. It goes out of bounds off of Battle. No, they're going to say off of Johnny Wynn, so it'll say Battle ball.
That's just a hustle play, though. That's an easy layup for Battle, and he comes back and knock it away. That's just a hustle play. I'd like to see those.
Yeah, we see that a lot from Johnny when he's out on the floor. He brings that intensity defensively that you don't always see out of these guys. A little bump there, but no foul. They get it out to the top. That's McConley driving, wide open lane. Right hand got it pretty easy there. Nobody slid over to help. Will Brown or Clifton there a little bit late. Now Strong trying to drive baseline. Had it taken away. Yeah. Same way. Goins comes away with it. Goins driving against Wynn. Nearly a foul, but no call. They get it inside, and they get the call. Will Brown over the top, I believe. Might be Clifton. Wynn underneath.
I think
or Clifton. They're going to get Johnny Wynn, though, underneath. So Clifton came in over the top. I thought they were going to get him. One foul on Johnny Wynn. 2 fouls overall for the Cats, none so far for Battle. The first free throw up and in, and we've seen the last 2 trips Goins just strip the ball out of their hands.
Right. Well, the coaching staff over here, they thought Clifton had the foul too. They asked.
That would have been Clifton's second, I believe. Or no, it would have been Strong who had one. It would have just been Clifton's first. So Johnny Wynn and Tyler Strong with the 2 fouls for the Cats here in the opening minutes of this one. Strong has it. Now back out Inman. Inman looked up, now driving. Pass got tipped out, nearly a turnover, but they get it back out. Gavin Austin on the left wing, and it's really something. I didn't think we were going to have Gavin back out here. He's been fighting the flu, and he finally got over it. It was a long 3 Tyler Strong missed.
Got to get back. Somebody got to get back on defense.
And now Goins tries to go in transition, but it forces a turnover as Battle tried to push it down the court. And you're right, kind of got stuck on their toes there instead of getting back on their heels.
I'll be honest with you, Battle's pushed that. They've had about 3 or 4 times, and they just haven't had a chance to complete it. They early on in the game, they had a guy underneath the basket, and we got lucky because Battle wasn't able to capitalize on it.
7-4, Virginia High with the lead. Inman bounce pass, it gets taken away.
Turnover.
This time McConley coming down the floor underneath. Stadeye, good block there. Inman blocks it, goes out of bounds off of Battle. About the best case scenario there after the turnover. Bearcats will get it back. Sloppy start to this game, but the Cats only trail by 3. 7-4. With 4:30 to go, first period. Inman controls. He's the guy you want in control of this offense. Looked at a shot, now passes it back out. Wynn to Austin. Austin steps into a screen, back out, 3-pointer, left wing, missed short, an air ball. And it'll go out of bounds, Battle ball, and Jake Johnston checks in for Johnny Wynn. Wynn will sit with the foul. 4:17 to go, Battle ball. Cats putting on pressure here, letting them throw it in easily to Logan, now trying to push. Logan bringing it up the floor. biggest guy on the court bringing it up.
I like to see some press. I like to press them here. The Battles, they've struggled bringing the ball down when we pressed them a little bit.
Logan had it, nearly walked. They got rid of it. Now Goins inside, spin move, missed. Rebound comes down to McConley. He misses, and Austin secures the board. Right there, good possession defensively. Everything was down under the block, but Battle unable to come up. No more, let's say no more threes right now until you get a wide open look. Strong going in, nearly got it as he got hit on the way. Clifton caught it in midair. No foul call, and Battle will bring it back up the floor. Trailing or leading by 3 here in the opening minutes. Samuel driving, spin, now he gets it off. Goins corner 3, left corner, got it. 10-4. Battle with the lead. Coach Rastic calls a timeout. How do you leave Goins that open? I don't know.
Hopefully.
Just lost him there after the board, I believe.
Yeah, I think that's what happened. But we've done that a couple times already early. Like, we've kind of lost our man going down the court. And like I said, Battle just haven't had a chance to capitalize on it, and there they did.
10-4 at the timeout break. Again, brought to you by State Line Motors on Euclid Avenue in Bristol. And on paper, this one doesn't look like it should be very close. I mean, 12-6 John Battle against 5-13 Virginia High. But the first time these two teams met, it was only a 10-point difference, and the Cats hung with them. And that's really been the mantra of this team. They've been scrappy.
Well, and
they don't care about record.
Right, and like I talked about earlier, the girls' game. Record does not mean anything with these two when these two schools battle. It's a rivalry game.
Unfortunately, it didn't matter, did it?
No, it did not, no.
Cats lost in that opening game of this doubleheader. Jake Johnson still out on the floor. Good pass underneath, but it got tipped and out of bounds. They say it went off of Virginia High. I don't know. Unless it hit off of Strong, I'm not sure.
I guess they're saying it got through and I guess went right off Tyler's fingertips.
10-4. They're going to go with the home run ball down the court. They get it to Castile. He misses, but the board comes back down to McConley. Try to get it down on the block. Clifton able to guard him all the way out to the three-point line. Now Goins driving baseline. Goins has really been the source of trouble for the Cats so far.
Another rebound.
There's an easy lay-in for Samuel, and he misses after the offensive board. They're double-teaming Austin, and they get a foul call. They're trying to double.
There's some contact down there, and finally Gavin gets it.
10-4. Cats trailing after the foul call. And that foul goes on Reed Samuel, who, again, is one of those 4 who has over 100 points on the year. So Battle really has a group of 6 players that can really start on this team, probably start on a lot of teams. And they can run the floor, they can mix it up and go slow. As Inman goes in, gets fouled, and this is what you want. Take a couple possessions. You went from 2-0 foul deficit to now you're even at 2-2 in the foul differential. 10-4. And the Cats rack up a foul there. I don't know who they call that one on. They're going to check out Samuel, so it makes me think he might have 2. And they do. They're motioning 2 fouls on Reed Samuel.
Well, the issue that we're having, there you go.
Yeah, there it is. They get it inside to Clifton, and he lays it in. Talk about Clifton. He's had a good couple of games.
Right. Well, and that's the interesting thing. I've talked about it before. You know, Coach Rasmussen doesn't really have a regular starting lineup. He seems like he always kind of switches the lineup around. And Clifton, he always seems to find a different kid that does something.
Clifton had 10 last game out against Tazewell. Really did well in the post. Cuts it to 10-6 with 2:21 to go here in the first period. Castile has it down in the corner. They get it inside to McConley down on the block. He lays it in with the right hand. He doesn't have very much size, but he's able to sort of tweak himself around in between defenders and lay it in, and it's 12-6 Battle. Strong has it, pass out. Johnson trying to drive baseline, lost his dribble, and he'll go out of bounds off of Virginia High. Johnson was wanting them to call that one off of McConley. Doesn't get the call. John Battle ball. They lead by 6 with 2:01 to go first period. Trying to get it in. They're having issues getting the ball inbound, but they do get it. They force it in to Deal. Now they dribble it down the floor. This is Castile. Ball's loose on the floor. Picked up by Johnson in transition. Good outlet pass to Inman. Contact and the points. He made it, laid it in. Makes it 12-8. And Inman will go to the line to make it 12-9 if he can make. It seems like it's going to be another one of those games as Rohan Spike checks in for Gavin Austin. This seems like one of those games where the Cats are going to have to hang around. This is a Battle team that, you know, it's a physical team, and they've got shot makers. You feel like if they can sort of hang around to the fourth period, maybe get them into some foul trouble, things can start going their way. Inman misses the and one attempt. Still a 4-point lead as they had a wide open look at McConley. Nobody got back, but they didn't find him. McConley now gets it after the fact. They get it back out to Castile at the top. Double team, he gets it back out. Adam Terry, the junior, into the game now for Battle. They brought in some substitutions. Now Stati at the top. Stati working off a screen. Works to the left side of the lane. Layup missed. Too strong, but nobody gets the board. The offensive board goes to Battle. And the lay-in easy there for Castile.
And our boys are doing this, is struggling just like our girls. We're rebounding.
They get it to Clifton on a high pass, and he comes down and puts it back up, and John Clifton pours it in, cuts it back to 4. What about that? Going right up. Yeah. He's got the height. They're using it there. Just rose up. There's a three-pointer corner. Terry got it. Momentum swings back to Battle, 17-10. And you said momentum.
We got to be able to handle it.
Now Inman's going to slow it down. I believe that's what you got to do on the road, really slow it down. Sort of frustrate an offense that wants to get out in transition as Inman now hold it up near half court. You got 39 seconds. You're down by 7.
Get an open look here. Get an open look. Run into the second quarter.
Inman driving, middle lane, layup, rattles in. Got it. Cuts it to 5 with 25 seconds to go in the first. Now get a stop here if you're the Cats. Now Castile dribbles it down in transition. Deal against 1. We got a blocking foul on Johnson. Not a lot of contact there, but they call the foul. We saw harder things than that get called, or less than that get called in the first game. As they'll call a blocking foul on Jake Johnston.
Like, it gets to the point that I don't know what a foul is anymore.
We forget. Yeah, it seems like that happens like every other game. But it's only when we're on the road, too, usually. 17-12, and Battle will go to the line as first one's missed by Isaac Deal.
We need to play all our games at home.
That's it. And it ain't home cooking.
No.
Don't get us wrong. Our games are just as tense at home as they are.
It seems like they're just not as I don't know, as bad at home.
Second free throw goes in. 18-12 with 17 seconds to go. And
Tyler Strong's bringing the ball down.
Tyler Strong bringing it down the floor. And I was going to say, he's been almost non-existent here in the first period.
Has he scored?
I don't think so. Strong goes in. A wild shot, right hand miss. Still 5 seconds on the clock. Kind of forced that one. Ball's loose on the floor. Spike comes down with it. No time left. He gets a shot up, misses anyway. It's behind. Cats trail by 6, 18-12 as we end the first quarter. What are your takeaways there from that first period?
Well, I mean, I felt like the officiating was a little bit different, letting them play a little bit. We got to get those 3 guys. One of those 3 got to get going. If it's Gavin, Alex, he hit some layups, that first quarter, but we got to get some of them going. We got to either Tyler, Gavin got to start hitting some threes for us, but we got to get something going offensively.
There's got to be some sort of equalizer right
it's
now.
Out of sync right now.
You got to get something going in your way because the rebounds are not, I don't think, are going to change. I think the boards tonight are going to be battles. Early going. You can box out and get a few here and there. But
the funny thing is I feel like we got some tall post players. I don't know why we struggle with the rebounds. Tyler's not – Tyler's well over 6 feet. Will Brown's over 6 feet tall. John Clifton's 6 feet tall. Gavin, I believe he's over 6 feet. It seems like we have the height advantage, but I don't know.
So the Cats coming out after the end of the quarter, again brought to you by State Line Motors on Euclid Avenue in Bristol. It'll be Battle ball as we put 8 minutes back on the clock. 18-12, John Battle with the lead in the first as we end the first period and head to the second. Adam Terry, the junior, had it for a second, passed it off to McConley, the leading scorer, 17 a game. Physical play down there between Jake Johnston and Adam Terry. A couple of elbows. They get it inside. An easy look from Castile, and he pays it in. 20-12. Now Inman dribbles it back up to the top. Looking for a screen. Will Brown checks into the game for the Cats. There's a jumper. Tyler Strong missed.
Just off tonight right now.
Missed short. Rebound by Terry. And in transition, here come the Trojans. Shots missed.
Goaltending.
They're going to call goaltending on the Cats, and that's right. We'll add 2 points to that, 22-12. So what was a 5-point game a few moments ago now.
The funny thing, we have not seen that very often. We've seen it twice against us now.
Yeah.
I think we saw it against Tennessee High.
I believe we did.